this. And, oh yeah, so, Jake, why don't you pull up a chair, or I guess you have the thing. I'm going to buy a Monastery. And you can tag team, or I don't give a crap what you do.
I should have bought a salty earth there, right?
Oh, with 4. I wouldn't recommend that.
You always open salt. Always.
Okay, what do I want to do here? I have 5. Jake, what do I want to do here? Also, I didn't realize that one of these cards comes with a thing. I guess Shepherd comes with the pasture. I don't think that makes much difference.
It's annoying because Monastery can't trash it when it's in play. That's the only difference it makes.
I would, if I were you, almost be tempted to get the mint. Because you have the Jack, right?
It's terrible.
Well, you've got the...
Do you realize I'm playing the strategy that I'm playing and not a mega turn?
Jack and Salt.
Right?
Oh, okay.
Second Jack.
Well, in that case...
Yeah, I guess.
I think it's too early to salt, so we're doing this.
Double Jack.
Trashing coppers with Monastery over estates turns out to be bad.
Why would you do that?
Because you want to get thin super fast, and Jack can't trash coppers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't... I don't think it...
This is terrible.
I don't think I've ever prioritized trashing coppers just because I had a Jack with something else.
I've done it with, like, Remake before.
Yeah.
You bought a city now.
Mm-hmm. Why did he do that?
Really thinking about salt the earth here, but I guess I'm going to get a gold first.
Oh, he's pretending he doesn't know what I'm going to do.
Well, I do know what you're going to do, but it's a question of, do I think that if you pivot, you can still get there? But now I'm definitely salting.
Salty, 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 salt.
I think you're way too far gone.
Way too far gone. All right.
I mean, I don't think you can transition for points very easily. Maybe I should have gotten another gold. I don't know.
Okay, I have enough silvers. I have the 2 monasteries. I don't feel like I want to trash one of them yet, but maybe that's the best thing I can do with my life.
You are getting a ranger. A couple rangers, so I think that makes sense.
The ranger is very important for the deck, because it's draw...
At least if you're playing against what I'm doing. In the mirror, maybe not.
The deck doesn't do anything at all without rangers in it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, well, in the mirror, though, like, the cities will run out, and then it does things, right?
I don't know, I feel like ranger would still be important there, but I haven't played a mirror. I've only played against the bot.
Yeah, the bot's not going to do anything.
The bot plays Jack and Money, and beat me a couple times when I was playing this deck.
Really?
Yeah, I was doing some really bad things. The deck is kind of hard to build and play.
I'll have to click on the province. Hey, I've been sitting here this whole time, just like...
Considering what to salt.
Yeah, it's an important decision.
No, definitely not considering anything.
Alright, this is a good turn.
Be a shame if he played his minion.
It would be. I would be really sad, and I would be a little salty. Salty.
That's a lot of rangers. That's a lot of terminals.
Yeah, well, I have 2 cities already. I mean, I'm not going to play every ranger. It's just to maximize the chances that I start my turn with City Ranger.
Walker, Texas Ranger?
The ranger's a woman, so I don't know that Walker...
Is the ranger a woman?
Yeah, I'm looking at the art now.
Definitely a woman. Well...
I didn't know the ranger was a woman until just now.
Or a very pretty man.
It could be a boy.
A very pretty boy.
And that's really long hair for someone young.
Yeah, really, really pretty boy.
But like, if he's a ranger, probably a she, but let's assume for a second it's if he's a ranger who's just like outdoors all the time, like maybe he never gets his hair cut.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have like he doesn't live in society.
I mean, that cheek is baby soft right there.
Maybe he just has amazing skin.
That's why I said a boy. He could be like.
Yeah. He still has his youthful moisture.
Hashtag youthful moisture.
You know, they used to call me that.
There's no doubt in my mind that they used to call you that, Jake. So if I play the ranger here, my journey token is the right way. I will have city ranger in these bottom 5 cards. However, if I play the bridge, I'll have 9 and enough buys, and everything will cost 1 less. So I can Stonemason double city and Stonemason double 4, which is real good. But it doesn't get me more cities. And next turn could potentially be better as a result.
But I guess you're getting 2 cities anyway?
If I play the ranger, I can get 2 cities. The other thing is, like, next turn is going to be a lot better, and I could get... Yeah, I have to play the ranger. It's just way better. I'm going to do this and make sure I can count. And, yeah, okay, great. So, we'll do this, and this, and this. And then we'll do that, and that, and that. Just making sure... If I could trash a silver there, I probably would. But it's definitely time for Jake of all trades to go here. Hashtag the tribe has spoken. And mint is something I would consider now once I get enough
really?
So I realized
economy.
I think I probably want to keep this estate.
Really?
I think so.
Well, it's not going to stop you from hitting 4, I guess. So, sure.
Might
My
keep
goal
hitting
is
7.
to hit province, not never, but...
Yeah, your deck is pretty
I've not been getting very good draws. Maybe I should have gotten a second gold. I think I'm actually fine anyway, but...
I can draw with this ranger. What's that going to do for me? It's going to find me more cities. I could play a bridge that I draw. Yeah, let's do that.
Like, the thing is, the estate is 2 points, right?
Oh, you still have your pasture?
Oh, I'm not trashing any treasures. I can't.
Oh, yeah, of course. Sure. So, I have 5 silvers in the hand, so I can have up to 12.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow. So you could empty the cities.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah. I think that's good, right? I'm just trying to think of, like, calculating a win for next turn. If he just salts, then, like, all I have to do is double province, which should be fine. I mean, I can double province now if I want to, which is bad, right? Because I lose to a single province. So, like, just emptying the cities.
You have how many silvers?
5 in hand.
Okay, so that's 16. And, okay, yeah.
It's 12 and everything is 2 less right now.
No, it's, oh, I can't read. 6 buys is not 6 money.
Yeah.
Right.
Common mistake.
I think the play is just to empty cities. I'm just trying to think if I can do better. Like,
Wait,
what turn is this?
You're not emptying cities via Stonemason and also getting some bridges?
So, does Groundskeeper just not factor in here?
It could matter if he had more provinces and didn't salt so early.
That's true. I mean, I guess his point total isn't insurmountable enough.
Right.
You need the Groundskeepers.
Groundskeeper matters in case he decides to go for, like, 50% VP as a win condition. I did play a game against a bot where by turn 16 I had over 100 points. So, Groundskeeper could matter. I'm thinking, see, the thing is, like, I'm also thinking about getting a mint just to trash the silvers, and I would do that if I felt like that might be good, because if I could turn on the cities, wait, I can turn on the cities and get a mint, and then my deck is just stonemasons and cities, and I can just play 8 bridges next turn. I think the mint's probably fine.
Yeah, I think that's probably, you should buy a mint, empty the cities, and...
Yeah, I feel pretty good about my chances. The only way I really lose is if you, like, province the next 2 turns, and I haven't won the game by then. So the silver should probably go. Let's do this. And I don't need any of this, and goodbye that, and I have 3 stonemasons. That should be enough. Get out of here. Okie doke. So that was buying a province. Okie doke. Well, let's just play some cities and then think about our life. Still haven't found a second ranger, which is a little ox, but it should still be okay. Okay,
I mean, couldn't you draw everything with just cities?
Well, I think I need to stonemason some of them to get some bridges.
Gotcha.
I assume you're definitely stonemasoning the mint.
Haven't drawn that yet either. Awkward!
What is in your hand?
3 rangers, 4 cities, 2 masons, Ironworks bridge. Those last 4 cards are a ranger, a mint, and a stonemason, and a bridge.
Well, you're gonna have to play at least a couple of these cities, right?
I'm gonna have to play 1, maybe 2 of them. I'm just making sure I don't play... Yeah, I can mason 2 cities, but then I need to draw things. But I should be able to draw enough.
So you need 4 bridges in play?
Well, I have no other economy besides bridges right now.
So you need 6 bridges in play.
I think I need 6 to win. If I have 6, I'll have $6, which is enough to get the provinces and infinite duchies. So I only need to stonemason 2 cities. Or 1 city. The mint and a city. So yeah, I can play this, and I can do the thing, and I can do that thing, and do the stuff. And I can draw all this, right?
Actually, I'm wondering how close you would be with 5. I guess it depends on... Because you can salt... Oh, no, you can't. You can only salt ones. Never mind.
When provinces get cheap enough, salt is more expensive than just buying the province. Will I have the terminal space for all this? I need to play 2 rangers to draw any more cards. I can play Ironworks to gain a province. Yeah, I only need 5 cities because I can play Ironworks, or 5 bridges, because I can play an Ironworks to gain the thing. Yeah, I don't think I have a guaranteed win right now. No, I'll have the actions for this. Sorry, I got distracted.
No, you're fine. You could also Ironworks the 5th bridge. Oh, that doesn't really help because you need 6 in that case.
Okay, yeah, I'll just I'll do this. The other card doesn't really matter. I'd like to have a cantrip, so I guess Ironworks. Right. Sure, Ironworks is fine. Let's get that. Then this. 2 rangers.
You go ranger, ranger.
Okay.
Province, and maybe duchies.
Ooh, Monastery. Woo!
Trash all of them.
I'm not trashing the province.
So that's faster than I thought you would be.
Yeah, it's it's difficult to play this, and I might have gotten a little fortunate, although my early game draws weren't the best.
My early game draws were rotten, but...
Okay, well, we can give it another shot. Jake, what are your thoughts?
Huh?
What are your thoughts?
Well, I couldn't see draws. I can only see your draws. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I never really saw... I don't see Jack Salt as being as fast or competitive with... Because, like, if things do go better for the Salt player, the Groundskeepers do exist.
Well, I think better for the Salt player is just ending the game as quickly as possible.
No, I know. If things go better for the Salt player, then the other player can go for Groundskeepers to make up the difference.
That doesn't make sense. Groundskeepers don't make you faster.
Yeah, it just increases your point ceiling.
Right. So, like, but I'm saying, like,
but Adam's point is that it's not that you aren't scoring enough points. You're scoring, if you're getting there, you're scoring more than enough points.
But Groundskeeper lets you score points without lowering provinces. So.
But by the time you're scoring points you want to lower, you don't care about lowering provinces. Like.
That seems to be my experience with this deck. What wondering when
like
you said
the whole point is the whole point is that you just need to be able to get your draw up before I end the game, basically.
Oh, Dat 7. I've also had some pretty good draws so far.
Wait, you have 3 monasteries in Ironworks?
Yeah, I had my second, which you need, and then, like, I kind of had this hand with 2, where if I bought a monastery, I could trash a copper, so...
No, I was just making sure that that was true so that I can feel confident about just salting all the way.
Got it. Salty, 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 salt.
Because I don't think 3 monasteries and an Ironworks is where you want to be if you're going to pivot out of it.
I'll be fine, don't worry.
Well, you're just not going to pivot out, but that's fine.
Whatever. I just pressed the play all treasures button, which was probably fine. I guess I'm going to do this. I'm a little worried because I don't have a city yet. I have a few silvers. I'm actually thinking about buying
I'm going to win this game.
I don't know. Things are going really well for me. You also don't have a province yet, but you'll get one eventually.
I'm just going to salt the earth a million times.
I'm thinking about buying a silver here, but let's just be really optimistic.
That's incredibly optimistic. I guess I just card. It doesn't really matter.
This last card is a monastery, I think.
Do I want to trash this estate? Probably want to trash the estate. I want to maybe have a chance of buying province someday, so I guess I'll trash the estate.
Gross. I am less sad.
I'm very confident that I'm going to win this game.
Let me trash that pasture.
In fact, I'm so confident that I'm going to win this game, I think I need to stop salting, because I think the only way I lose this game is if you, like, somehow get a province. Wake up with a province hand, you know? So
I'm hoping to wake up with 5.
I could also just buy a mint, but I think gold is better.
Got there! Bagoosh! There's your province hand right there. I think I could have played Ironworks beforehand, which I probably should have done. Whoops. Let's do this.
You don't want to undo that?
Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's marginal whether or not it makes my deck better.
Okay, we're back to salting.
Salty, 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 salt. What can I draw that will make this turn better? Ranger, like anything else in my deck, yes. Yeah, this is good, right? Math, thinking, counting. Yes, I want it. Because I can Stonemason for cities and buy a city. Excelente. Alright, so I better start doing something. That should probably happen. We'll do something next turn.
The gold might have been a mistake.
Well, I mean, I could have gotten a province there.
Yeah, but once you get a province, I can also always slow down and get the gold then.
Okay, sure. You could be right.
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe the Stonemason city madness was not the best.
This is actually like why it's, I think, very tricky, is because like both players have to react to, like, if I seriously start buying salts from turn 3 to turn 1 or whatever, probably turn 3. Like, I'm pretty sure I will end the game before you're emptying cities, but
then I can react. Yeah, I just didn't really think about reacting at all, which is probably awful. But we're gonna have a good turn. Woo! Turns are great.
You need me to have less than 4, right?
Less than 3, OMG, typing out my fantasy.
I guess, I don't know how much money you have. Maybe you have more money than I think.
I can buy a province this turn.
Okay. How many duchies can you buy?
I can, Ironworks a duchy, which I'm about to do. Boom!
To draw a card?
I drew a silver. Which
now how much money
matters. I have 10.
More actions?
I have a Stonemason. I could get 2 estates with it.
Is that better than the money? Oh, especially Jack. So you lose by 1. Okay. I had another province in hand. So.
All right. I should have played more adaptively. Do you want to play a game, Jake?
Sure.
Do you want to try this one 3-player?
Sure, let's do that.
Just for funsies. Okay. You win this one.
Great.
I won!
No, you didn't win.
Fuck.
All right.
I have a hard time seeing anything other than the Mega Turn being good in 3-player. Because piles will run. I guess if 2 people go for the Jack money thing and start salting, then that 3rd player has no chance, but they can't really salt that much because they'll lose. They run too risk of a chance of losing 2 each. Yeah, it's just got to be a Mega Turn.
Bring it.
Man, is there any justification for Ironworks over Jake?
To open? I certainly don't think to open with. Has been called. Get out of here. I trashed so many cards that turn. I'm so skilled at Dominion.
Oh, actually, hang on. I'm being an idiot.
I do think probably that Jack and money thing would almost assuredly get 2nd place.
Nice.
Right?
You mean lose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, be the lose, but lose with slightly more points than the other person.
Right, lose.
Yeah. But if you're somehow playing this board in some weird situation where 2nd place is good enough for you.
When you want to lose?
Yeah. Yeah, when you want to lose is if you're okay with losing mostly. What do I want to get here?
Curse.
You all got money.
With 4, I would get an Ironworks.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll do that.
I keep hitting 3, and it's kind of upsetting me.
Yeah, it's a little sad to hit 3 a bunch. Like, I hit double 3 instead of 4-2.
I've hit triple 3 so far.
What do you mean, triple 3?
I hit 3 times in a row.
Turn 2 doesn't count.
Yeah.
Counts.
It counts, he says.
The count?
Backstreet Boys!
I'm so far behind now.
No, you're not! An Arctic turn, yes.
Ah!
You discarded a copper. Did you draw an estate?
No, I drew another copper.
Oh, okay. You didn't trash anything. What's in your hand?
Monasteries.
2 monasteries?
Yeah.
That's not the best.
No.
The dog is there to comfort you, though.
Has been a pretty wild ride.
She's comforting you by smacking her tail against the couch. That's what she does.
Hey, what if we run out the monasteries? I guess you can't stonemason them.
Yeah, can't stonemason overpay for monasteries, brah.
But still, there's only 4 left.
Oh no! What if I want
card?
my 3rd and 4th monastery immediately? Oucharoni.
2.
Better get a monastery.
I don't think I want a 3rd one.
Is it better than a copper?
I'm pretty sure I can get a mint next turn. So I really don't think I want a 3rd one.
Oh.
Because all I have left in my deck are 6 coppers and an Ironworks.
Huh. Well, you have a pretty good shot at getting 5 coppers.
5 coppers and Ironworks and no, I can't count. What do I have left in my deck? Oh, I have a monastery.
Oh,
and Ironworks. 4 coppers and well, the question is, do I want to trash the estate that's in my hand or the coppers? But it's got to be the estate.
Yeah, estates are pretty bad.
I'm still fairly likely to get a mint, and if I don't, like, I'm gonna trash 2 coppers now with my monastery.
I'm gonna trash 2 coppers now with my monastery.
Now, what do I want for 4? I don't know how to play this.
Ranger.
Ranger.
Ranger. Ooh. Ooh. I could Stonemason for double city. Yes, let's do that. That sounds lovely. Doot, 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 doot.
Wow, this is exhausting. Like, I can't think of worse draws.
Oh?
Oh yeah, no, like, if I let you guys stack my deck for me, this is probably about what it would look like. If, like, my opponent gets to stack my deck every shuffle.
That would be a fun way to play. Actually, it's not.
I know, I'm doing it.
I think I want a silver here.
Yeah, you need to hit 5, brah. And silver helps because you can just snap a ranger to get up to 5 and maybe 7.
I think I'm probably hitting 5 this turn. But yeah.
Is it cool that I said all that? Don't you know that you're in my face? 'Cause I know that it's delicate.
Ooh, I have 1 city.
Cities are pretty great, man.
Terrible.
I have a lot of cities.
I'm pretty sure Adam's just gonna win easily.
I'm pretty sure that I'm just gonna win easily.
How many cities do you have? I'm pretty sure I'm in the worst position.
I have 4 or 5.
As much as you're complaining about your draws, Jake, you have multiple cities.
No, I have like 3.
I have 1.
3 is multiple, Jake.
That means Adam has 7.
No, I have...
Yes,
What?
it means I have 7.
Did the rules change and there's 12 of every Kingdom pile in 3-player now?
Yes.
Oh.
Do I get Ironworks or Bridge?
Or Ranger. Oh, you should probably get a Ranger. I would get the Ranger. I don't think you want the Ironworks for sure. It's between Bridge and Ranger for me, and I would go with the Ranger.
How can I engineer some cheesy pile out?
Sorry, Engineer isn't on this board. How can you Mason a cheesy pile out?
I could get 3 Stonemasons.
You could do that. I think it's Ranger. Oh, snapperoni. Get out of here, coppers. Copper arenos.
Well, I guess I'm buying a silver.
A silver, huh?
What do you think I should get?
Ranger.
I have 2 rangers, a jack, and one
Wait,
city.
you have a ranger? 2 rangers already?
Yes.
Wow, Jake, you didn't even have a ranger and you got the bridge? Ugh. Me no likey that. If you have 2 rangers, then the bridge is probably okay.
How am I ever playing the bridge? I have 1 city, and you guys are probably going to empty them before I get a chance at another turn.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Maybe Shepherd? No, you don't. You only have the pasture. Whoops. Okay, silver. All right, maybe Jack.
I'm getting a silver.
Woo, silver!
Like, I'm just assuming that you guys could probably empty the cities between you.
I'm helping.
You didn't get a city!
Yeah.
Oh, if I hit 7, I have a chance.
I have a chance to lose slightly less badly.
Same. But I need to hit 7.
Adam, shouldn't you just get a bridge here?
I'm thinking about salting something. I'm not really sure the bridge is great for me right now.
Salt the player base.
I'll get the bridge. I was thinking about salt. Salty, 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 salt.
2. Damn it!
Fudge bars.
Oh man, I get screwed.
I'm getting a city! I'm getting a city!
I mean, you could just decide not to.
I don't have 5 in hand right now, but I have 4 money, a city, and a ranger that's going to draw me 5 cards, so I think I'm going to get there.
So you're boned, is what you're saying.
Yes, because I have 1 city right now.
Totally boned-a-roni.
Oh, you have not any money?
Yeah, I got. This was not ideal.
Oh, this is ideal. Which of these actions should I play? Well, I guess I'm gonna Ironworks since that doesn't.
Play that Ironworks.
I'm gonna get a bridge because I have 2 rangers already. Sure. And then I think it's better to play the ranger than the jack. I don't really need another stick.
Oh, for sure.
And now, Stonemason for 2 cities.
And now I'm going to win the game. Rah! I already have a lead. City! 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 Ranger! Alright, that was pretty good. Okie doke. Let's play some more action cards. Let's play this one. Bridge. Ah, what am I doing? Can I win? What does it take to win? It takes Stonemason, a silver, or a jack to get 2 monasteries. Somehow empty Stonemasons and get the monasteries. Right? Can I do that? It takes 8 and 2 buys to get most of the stonies, and then I'm gonna need 3 more buys / gains. Do I have another stonemason? Well, I can't draw it. This is the end of the line for draw unless I Ironworks a VP card. I'm gonna have 4 buys. An Ironworks.
4 buys. You have a bridge in your hand, I assume.
I have bridge and a ranger and a stony and an Ironworks. And a jack, in case that matters. And then there's $10 in money. And I have a monastery, too.
Is there any way that you can clear your hand out enough that you can play jack for draw?
Bridge.
It's
I don't
not
think so.
relevant, but I'm just curious.
I don't think so. I have too many treasures.
Okay.
So the plan is Stonemason Jack for 2 monasteries, Bridge, Ranger, Ironworks, gain a monastery. I'll have 4 buys. That should be enough, right?
How much money do you have?
10?
That should be enough.
I think this works. Let's just do it without thinking.
Yeah, that sounds like a great plan.
Yeah, let's do that. Should be fine. Whatever. It worked on the back of the napkin, right?
Well, all you have to do is buy monastery. Yeah. I did not realize how close that would be, but yeah.
Woo!
Sport seems like, here's my temperate opinion. Sport is a lot more fun with 2 players than with 3.
Yeah, Jake, you wanna play a game with him?
Sure.
You should sit here though.
Oh, okay. Am I gonna play as Adam Horton?
Yeah.
All right.
Do me some justice, brah.
All right.
I'm gonna salt some earth.
Yo, dog. I heard you like Earth.
I'm gonna
so,
kick
yeah,
screw
you should
you.
kick screw you.
Screw that guy.
Screw him.
Screw
You're done with this
you,
Cheezo cake, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run this upstairs right quick.
Oh, it's just what I wanted.
What do you mean? 5-2 is the same opening as 4-3.
Not for the Jack deck.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
I'm seriously considering buying Stonemason and then getting a mint.
Yeah, I was actually wondering if you were gonna open it.
I gotta think about this, because then I can Stonemason my mint, which seems pretty good.
Because you can turn that mint into 2 estates, which is crucial for your. No, I was.
It's
Yeah,
a good play for your end game.
Adam? What do you think?
What should you do with a 5-2?
How crazy is Stonemason mint?
That's awful. That's terrible. Why? No. Why would you do that?
He does have a point that he could turn the mint into Jack something.
That's terrible. Like, you can try it.
Turn it into a shepherd.
It's awful. Oh, well, Jake, you're just gonna... If you lose this game, I'm going to make fun of you.
You're gonna do that anyway.
If you win, I won't... It's gonna be harder. I think you're looking to draw Monastery here, Jake.
I would imagine so,
Yeah.
yes.
Like, I would skip... Yeah, I would skip anything that wasn't Monastery. Sadness.
No. Okay. Do I get the second Monastery? I think
Yes.
so. And...
Alright, so he got really lucky and collided his Stonemason and his mint. And he didn't get a Jack with it. What are you doing?
I'm playing an engine.
I'm
What do
sorry.
you think I'm doing?
I don't even know what that means. Like...
Okay. So I probably need a silver, huh? I need some kind of money. Let's get 1 silver. Lets me get to yeah. Okay, yeah. I can get a shepherd first. Let's get the silver.
No, I'd be sad. This is not great either. It might be. Do I discard that, or... let's see.
By the way, until you said it was horrible and I shouldn't even consider it, I was just going to go Monastery Jack and play basically the deck that I've been playing, but with Monastery.
Yeah, that would have been way better.
But, you know, this seems cool.
5 out of 7 times 4 out of 6 is way less than 50%.
It's very slightly less than 50%. It's 20 out of 42.
Yeah, that's way less than 50%. And if you lose that coin flip, you're doing nothing for the next 3 turns.
No, I was just I was planning on stonemasoning and stay. Was I? Or I could stonemason a copper.
Stonemasoning an estate seems really bad.
Yeah.
Did I trash those? Wait, did I trash those 2 coppers?
Yeah, you trashed 2 coppers. Do you want them back? Do you have trasher's
No,
remorse? Oh my god, that's hot.
It is.
I think you can get, yeah. Oh.
And Ranger time. Probably Ranger time, right? Yeah.
I think you want another Ranger. I was actually thinking you might have wanted to keep that copper instead of discarding it. Not like it matters all that much.
Oh, man. Do I...
Ironworks a silver so you can stonemason for cities?
I was thinking about that, or,
Mint?
Well, no, I was actually
like the
thinking
mint.
about stonemason for...
For 4s?
Yeah, just because I need them. But actually, I probably need the cities more.
You need
I don't
cities
actually
more.
have the second ranger yet.
I thought you have 2. You have 2, right?
No, he has 1.
I don't have. You have 2 rangers. I don't have 2
I'm
rangers.
pretty sure you have 2.
I have 2 rangers, apparently.
There are 3 of us, and we both know how many rangers are in your deck, and you don't.
Hey, look.
Walker Texas Ranger.
Hey,
you don't
man.
have a bridge yet. I think you should get the... Or, well, yeah, you could do this, I guess. I think I would get the bridge anyway, but I don't know.
I think I need this.
This is fine, too. I think.
Gross. Yeah, I guess.
Okay, you're way ahead of him, Jake.
Yeah, you're way ahead of me.
This is an interesting thing, and I think I just
You definitely
be
play
okay
the Ranger.
with this.
Shepherd
And I
is a
don't...
terrible card.
Yeah, it's really bad. People think it's so good, and it's so garbage.
Yes!
It's like, it causes the worst shuffle.
Like half victory cards, and I can't line them up.
It's so bad. Like, I don't understand why people think that card is good. It causes the worst shuffles of anything in Dominion.
Yeah, I don't know if we were clear on this, but like that when Jake's talked on the podcast about the Shepherd Groundskeeper deck, like that was 100% a troll.
Yeah, I hope that came off, that I was joking.
I did not remember that. Was that last week?
Yeah, you posted in the forums about how like I'm really not
Yes,
seeing how this deck could possibly work.
I got how that was a troll. No, that was in response to Trivial Knot, who was suggesting it, I think. Maybe it was someone else. Somebody suggested it in the forum.
Like, Shepherd is fine. It's like...
When Jake said it, I correctly dismissed it as a troll.
It is solidly mediocre. Like,
it's like 6 out of 10.
I put it at like 4. Like, I
Oh,
don't
come on.
think it's very
not,
good.
It's not that bad, because like in decks that draw a lot, you put one Shepherd in, and it's kind of like Crossroads or Cellar in that deck. It just means you don't have to worry about reliability nearly as much.
Yeah, here we go. I've trashed provinces before with Stonemason to gain 2 duchies, which seems terrible to me. This is great with Groundskeeper. It's probably okay with Groundskeeper, like, if it's the last turn of the game, but anyway. Stonemason and Groundskeeper have pretty great synergy. Seems questionable. I think this is a possible third strategy on this board.
Without Salt the Earth, without Salt the Earth, I think Stonemason Groundskeeper is actually important. You can score 1 billion points.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad to see Groundskeeper not play much here.
Woo! I drew my deck!
Nice! What's in it? 2 coppers.
Okay, let's see.
Monastery can't trash Stonemasons for me, can it? No, okay, great.
It can. It can trash anything from hand.
Oh, well, I maybe should have gotten one then. Oh well, whatever.
Yeah.
I think I just grabbed these last cities without thinking about it.
Yeah, I don't think you think about it.
Is there any...
You're thinking too much, Jake. You've already made a mistake.
Alright! I'm thinking too much. Okay, do I get a copper? No. There you go.
Okay.
I look really
Now I have
awkward
to
like
start
this.
thinking about files out.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about with the cities. I'm like, am I gonna lose stupidly to this?
Well, you have like 6 or 7 cities, right?
Well, right. If he ends the game this turn, I'm gonna be sad though.
I don't think I can.
That seems pretty far-fetched.
It does, but I have actually like my last 2 or 3 losses have been because I didn't see a 3 pile, so I'm a little on edge. I don't want to get hurt again, baby.
I mean, okay, always. I mean, you should think, right? That's a great thing to do. When I said you shouldn't think, I had already like thought about where the piles were. But you know,
I'm not that fast. He plays a shepherd, draws his deck.
oh yeah, he did draw his deck.
Woo!
So, I think I can get 2 bridges here.
You can stonemason for bridges, or you could buy 2 bridges.
I meant buy 2 bridges. I think stonemasoning for them would be foolish.
Yeah, it doesn't seem great to stonemason for them. Yeah.
Let's see. You have 1 bridge, 1 ironworks, 2 rangers, 1 million cities, and 3 stone. How do I look this back?
It's a button in the top right.
Yeah, no, I figured it out. 2 stonemasons.
By the way, these mouse pads are really bad for your wrist.
So...
What?
I'm serious. It's actually, these are really counterintuitive because you'd think it'd be good for your wrist, but it actually locks your wrist in place so you can't move your mouse with your arm. It's actually, in the long run, really bad for your wrist to use these little bungee pad things. No, I'm serious. It causes carpal tunnel. You can look this up.
I have carpal tunnel in this wrist and not my mouse hand.
Let's see.
I know from I've done a lot of research on this for gaming in particular, but so maybe it's different for gamers. I don't know. I just know that they tell us never use these. I'm not an expert on this. I'm saying do some research on it and see what you find. But
I'll do research on it and I'll see what I find.
That's that.
What are you considering other than just buying 2 bridges?
Well, I'm trying to figure out if I need to stonemason for bridges to be able to end the game next turn. Because if I can't end the game next turn if I buy 2 bridges, then that seems really bad.
What are the
like
5 cards in your...
But I'm trying to see if somehow magically Jake has a dud hand next turn, and I win. I think I don't need the stonemason, though.
What are the 5 cards left in your hand? You had 3 estates and what, a stonemason?
There are estates of stonemasons, yeah.
Okay, 2 stonemasons. Yeah, if you have 2 stonemasons in your hand, you're just caring about emptying the pile, I guess?
Yeah, it's whether I have enough games, and if I can... I'd like to still be able to score at least a point.
I think these need to be bridges, which I draw, and then...
Trashing a city seems a little aggro if you're not going to win the game.
Is he not going to win the game?
Or I haven't looked at it. Well, I'm looking at it.
Let's see.
You probably can.
How much money do you have?
55.
You can't play another bridge after this, or you can't empty everything. You can't overpay 0.
You can win, right?
I'm looking at it. I think so. So...
Yeah, if you just play your treasures, you can empty piles. Well, you need points, though.
Yeah, I know. I need to actually get points.
What other games do you have? You have an Ironworks. Province is 5. That's unfortunate.
Province is 5.
So you Ironworks a duchy.
Yeah, I was gonna...
play a stonemason, and you should have enough money, right?
I think you play Ranger.
I'm thinking about...
If you play Ranger, you'll have 6 buys. You'll have $14. That's enough for province and all of this business, right?
Or you could Stonemason Ranger.
I was thinking about
Oh
stoning
wait,
the Ranger
you can't Stonemason for Stonemasons.
You could Stonemason a Ranger for Stonemasons.
You could, yeah. You might have to gain Stonemasons with your Stonemason play. I forgot you couldn't overpay 0 for Stonemason. Yeah, you should just win.
You just overpay for bridges.
Let's get
overpay for bridges. Buy a Stonemason.
And buy a province,
provinces, yeah. Or whatever.
Yeah. Should be more than enough.
All right.
What? I was counting.
You won, Jake.
I believe you.
I counted for you.
Thank you.
So, what do we think of the mint opening?
It's bad.
I would have liked it a lot more if you gained a jack with it.
Yeah, I think that was originally my intention, but then I thought, oh, you know what? I have almost all victory cards. This Shepherd thing's probably okay.
I actually, for a second, like, I was thinking, like, okay, so, like, what if he gains a Shepherd? I was like, okay, no, that's gotta be terrible compared to Jack, right?
You want another game? Especially because of the pasture. Like, I literally have 4 of my, like, 6 cards.
Yeah.
It was not good. No, the Jack, I think I would have been behind, but not, like, so hopelessly.
I'm actually really curious to see how the mint opening would do if you get a Jack with your... Although, Adam made a good point that, like, if you don't collide your Stonemason and your mint, you're very sad.
Thinking about a mint here.
Do it!
I'm pretty sure it's great.
Do it!
Yeah, this is amazing, yeah.
And I think I'm just...
Oh, was that a turn 3 mint?
Yeah, it was turn 3.
Oh, I thought that was a turn 2 mint.
I opened 5-2.
Oh, I thought that was a turn 2
But I got
mint.
Jack Monastery, and then I woke up on turn 3 with 5 coppers. And I have my Jack here so I can find my Monastery.
I think I can win, but I guess...
If you want to resign, it's fine. I mean, I would understand.
I want to play a few turns just to see, but, like, I'd probably resign in a few turns. And, like, have an easy deck.
Discard this because I just want to cycle. Trash. Oh, let's play the copper because it's fun. And then we'll just... Come on. And buy.
Okay.
Thank you. Goko. Hello, Goko. Alright, now we're in great shape. We need to plan out the next couple turns. I could... I could get a city, but it doesn't really do all that much for next turn. I plan to Monastery the Jack next turn, or should I get another silver? Should probably get another silver.
You know what you should do, right?
Wait for you to resign?
Get a mint!
Buy a gold. Just out-province me. You have a very good big money deck.
Dude, you could trash
so
many cards with mint.
That's... I can only trash 3 cards with mint. Out-moneying you is certainly a simpler way to win. It's actually probably more secure given...
I think it's a higher win percent. Is what
yeah, I think you're right. You're right.
You probably win by a lot less, but you win more confidently. Now that you've gotten a gold, like,
yeah, you're right. You're right. I can just province here, right?
Yes.
Mint!
Salty, 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 salt. Let's cycle while we're greening. I shouldn't have discarded the province.
Why not?
Because I would have top decked a silver.
What? How would you have top decked a silver?
I had 2 cards left in my deck. They were province and silver. I played a jack.
Oh,
I thought the
province. I thought the province was the last card.
No.
I guess I have to buy Duchy here. I don't see how I can win, but...
Province. Alright, well that happened. Let's...
Well,
It was close.
It was close.
Oh, who would have guessed getting 5 coppers on turn 3 is good?
when you open Jack and something that trashes.
Yeah, that's...
That was great.
That's when you open Jack.
True. True dat, bruh. Alright, we're gonna try adapting to your play.
Okay.
So, you have salted on turn 3.
Oh.
So you salt on turn 4.
I only have 3.
Oh, you think you can salt? I'll tell you. You can salt. I also probably should at some point try opening Jack Monastery in this deck, because I think that's... I don't know if that's actually better.
It seems probably the same.
It's probably better because you can trash the copies, and then your deck is just silver, so you are buying provinces instead of just salting at some point, I think. So I think it's actually probably better. But
It seems pretty decent.
You bought
Monastery.
another monastery and then salt then.
Salty, 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 salt.
This is terrible. I didn't hit 4.
Wah, wah. Boop, 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 boop. Wow. Oh, yes, please. Okay, so if I was building the deck against Lord Raddington, I would get a city here. But we need to think a little more carefully. Options. City, Ironworks. I don't like Ranger or Bridge. Mint seems bad.
I don't see how any of that could be better than City.
I'm not either. I'm just making sure I'm not doing something stupid. The Ironworks, there's something to it, but like I have another hand before I shuffle. I should just do this.
And I think I should just salt again.
Salty, 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 salt.
Stonemason for mints.
That's gonna be tough with this hand.
No, with his 7.
Oh. Okay. I should probably get a Ranger. And then with 6, I need to think very carefully about what I'm doing. Duchy. Gold.
Groundskeeper.
Groundskeeper. It's either Duchy or Gold, I think. You have 0 golds.
Yeah, the Groundskeeper would actually... I was kind of kidding. I realized that came off as like a serious like suggestion, but...
I feel like you're going to get 1 province before the end of the game, and the rest is going to be salt. The Duchy could be really important.
Are you going to buy a Duchy?
I'm really seriously considering a Duchy.
A Duchy.
I'm pretty, like... I'm having trouble getting away from Duchy. Does that sound crazy?
Your parents raised you
It
better
sounds
than
pretty
that.
crazy to me. I don't understand how your deck is going to do anything.
Yeah.
So, like, if you buy a Duchy, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to buy a gold. And then say, I can get provinces better than you.
I think the Duchy leaves you in a pretty weak position.
Alright, fine. I'll get the stupid gold.
Adam,
Unless it's a city, I don't...
I do think it's the city, personally.
The city doesn't help my deck right now.
I think I've just kind of got you, honestly.
You might have wanted to
it seems
Stonemason for Ranger Bridge.
It seems to me like you had bad draws this game.
They weren't fantastic.
Actually, I might have liked Stonemason for Bridge Ranger. That might have been okay.
That might have been okay. Alright, well, something needs to happen now. And this is not great. Did I trash my pasture? I did not. I should probably get this estate. Unfortunately, I saw my other ranger that turn, so like my chances of having anything good happen to me have gone down the crapperoni.
Yeah, that was actually a really, really shitty hand that you just got.
Like a ranger here, and I have a good shot.
But yeah, that was pretty bad.
It just seems like the first game you played, you were like emptying cities right around now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was particularly good draws, but I think this is particularly bad draws.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the hand he just got at the top of this shuffle was garbage.
It was bad.
Maybe he won't hit nope.
That was fun.
I won't hit 4 for like 5 turns, and I have to have 2 cards that don't make money.
It could happen.
Okay. I'm gonna try the Monastery this time. Which means that I theoretically shouldn't be salting here, right? Because we're mirrored, so you could just like buy a silver instead and be ahead of me, right?
Yeah.
So I guess I should be silver. Cool.
This is pretty bad.
But I don't want a second Monastery.
Why not? It does. Well, it's probably. It's probably
I haven't
not.
actually been paying attention to what you're doing, but I assume that you're. I guess you just have a second Monastery as opposed to me, so it's not that far down. But
Yeah, so if you've already salted, maybe like now it's time to pull the plug. Like normally I would get an Ironworks here.
What, are you gonna salt instead?
Silver.
no, he means get a silver and go for money.
Oh. Jack
I'll
money.
get the Ironworks. It's not that bad, I guess.
The double monastery is a fickle mistress.
That she is. Alright.
So what did you just do? You bought nothing? You just trashed stuff?
I bought a silver.
Oh, you bought a silver.
You can't trash with Monastery unless you get something.
Okay. You bought a silver. So... you bought a silver, I should probably get a gold.
Thinking about mint. I don't particularly like it. I have a Monastery in hand.
I think I'm way ahead of you, though.
No, I don't feel like I've accomplished all that much. But I think I have a slightly better deck.
Than me?
Yeah. I have less coppers, right?
You have an Ironworks. You probably have less coppers. I have a gold. Maybe. I feel like I have a better deck mostly because I have the gold. Which is why it's important that I saw that you got the silver and got the gold instead of salting again. Let's see. Keep this. Cash this. Buy silver seems better than... I think silver is better than a second jack.
Okay, we want to keep this. There's an Ironworks down there. I don't want to draw dead. I really like to buy a gold this hand. Alright, I feel a little better about my sitch now.
So I want a silver here. I think I still want the silver.
How many of these 6 cards, if I draw them, will allow me to province this turn? I think it's just like 1 or 2 silvers and a gold. I don't really want an estate in my... I'm just going to gain a stupid silver and then have 7. So what do I do with my 7? There's mint gold down there. There's also a jack.
Stonemason for stonemasons.
Ooh. I'm just getting another gold. Alright, oh, this sucks. I'm gonna see my mint, and I'm just gonna skip it. Oh well. Okay, fine. Why?
Get a shepherd.
Gross. I feel like I was doing okay there for a minute. I refuse to believe that the second monastery is cause for like me being behind enough to lose there.
I think it was the Ironworks.
The Ironworks was fine. You really think it was the Ironworks?
I really got to think about getting a second jack here.
Second jack seems pretty decent.
Wait, you have an Ironworks already?
Yeah.
Or salting?
Whatever, I'm not afraid of you.
Huh? He's a little afraid. I can hear it.
Should I be? Yes, but I'm not. I don't care.
He's a little afraid.
This is a good draw for the City Bridge deck.
I have 2 estates left, and I have a silver. On the other hand, so I have a monastery on top of my deck, and yes, I should keep it.
Jack Monastery is super great.
I'm not buying the card though.
You gained a silver already.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm worried. I want to make sure I'm going to hit 4 this turn though, which is why I had to calculate and make sure what was left in my deck to do that. What have you been doing? You've been getting a city, a ranger, and so you're still going for this deck pretty full-throated. Okay. So I need to keep salting in. Cool. And you got another city, so I need to salt again.
This is not bad. That wasn't great. I was hoping to draw some more treasure cards. No, that's not the button I wanted.
Ulysses S.
Yeah. I was hoping to draw like a bunch of coppers there instead of dead action cards. Can I get a ranger? That's not a ranger.
It's kind of like a ranger, though.
It's basically the exact same thing as a ranger. Oh! Ha Yes! That's how you know you're doing it right there. That's how you know. Let's draw some dead cities.
So you're gonna buy a province here.
No, I'm not gonna buy a province.
Get the province!
Wait. Oh, you're locked out. Because if you buy a province, I only need 4 to win.
Yeah. God, that was garbage. Man.
So I guess I shouldn't trash this estate.
Should have gotten
Probably
a mint,
not.
Adam.
Yeah, should have gotten a
Wait,
mint.
I should. Maybe I should trash the estate. What is the best hand? Yeah, I shouldn't. And okay, well then I'm fine.
Man, Salt the Earth just took this really cool board and crapped all over it.
I think it's still really cool.
I think Salt the Earth makes it interesting. I actually...
Salt the Earth takes all the interesting things out of it. All you have to do is just salt the Earth, and then no one can do anything that involves building.
That
That's
doesn't.
so stupid.
That's not true. I mean, you won twice with it. It makes it into a question of what's best.
Okay, the first time I won, I just played big money because I got a mint. The other time I won...
That was the second time you won. The first time you won, you just blitzed me and emptied, like, piles very fast.
But you could have salted more, and then I probably would have lost that game.
I guess I could have salted more, yes.
Like, I didn't win that game because salt...
I think this game is less interesting if you take salt out.
I think that's garbage. I think this game is amazing if you just take salt away, and I think it's garbage because it has salt.
I agree with Jake.
What's interesting about this?
Well, because, like, now
there's
it's...
Jack and there's salt. That's it.
That's not true.
Okay, hold on. Once you've played it a lot, it's probably more interesting without salt. But just looking at it for the first time, it's more interesting to figure out what's best with salt.
And
That doesn't do anything for me.
Okay,
Well-
well,
Okay, so, like, also bear in mind, there's a difference between, like, rolling a board of Dominion and playing it, and, like, playing it for a podcast where we play the same board over and over again. I don't know. I think that boards where it's too clear what you're supposed to do, those are the less interesting ones to me, because then it's just like...
Yeah, it's so clear what you do here. You just salt the Earth.
I disagree. I think it's super...
How is it so clear when both of you on the last podcast said...
No, I think it... I still think the city...
Megaturn?
I still think the City Bridge Megaturn is pretty competitive.
I think you can't win with it.
I think the Groundskeepers are disqualified by Salt, and that makes me sad. But,
I don't think you can win here against Salt with the City Bridge deck. I don't think it can be done. I did it because the Salt deck wasn't played right.
I did
That's
it!
the only
Okay,
reason.
if I can do it against Wandering Winder, anyone can do it.
He opened Mint!
This is true. But,
I opened Stonemason Mint, and Stonemason's my mint into a shepherd.
it's not important. Shut up, Wandering Winder!
But I also think actually that the Jack deck the Jack Mirror is probably more interesting than you give it credit for. Because, for a couple reasons. One, I still don't know what to do with Monastery and that kind of thing. Whether I should open Monastery or not, etc. Two, salting is like kind of interesting in that deck as well, as like just a tactical play when the game. Shrug.
You use the word interesting, and that's not the word I would use. I would say degenerate.
Well, we find different things interesting.
Degenerate? Wait, okay, this board is anything but degenerate.
You just salt the Earth.
That's not degenerate. That's maybe vanilla, but like degenerate is. I don't know. I think this board is more boring without Salty Earth, because it kind of comes down to a lot of, I don't know, who builds faster, not who makes the better decision. And like I feel like without Salty Earth here, it kind of comes down to draws.
Oh, it doesn't come down to draws with Salty Earth?
To a degree, but there's a little bit more.
That argument doesn't make any sense, because
well,
if two people are doing the same thing, it always comes down to draws. So like, why is this board special? I'm trying to like find an interesting decision to make here. Whatever, I'll just get them in.
Once you've played it a lot, I agree with you. It's not that interesting. The board doesn't have the best replay value, I will grant you. I really don't like the Ironworks.
Yeah, I'm pivoting. And that's why I lose, right? I was doing great until I did that. The Ironworks is like a mini Jack.
What?
Sure. It's probably not that different from getting a second Jack. I'm not sure if you're going to be over terminals, but yeah.
It's only my second action card. Oh, well, there's Mint, but like I'm probably not playing that.
Good.
It's the worst of my silver gainers.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, I don't... So the Ironworks, I don't think is enough better than the Mints for it to act at the extra terminal. I guess that's what I'm saying.
Well, if you gain Shepherds with it, it's not an extra terminal.
That's true. It's also, if you gain Stonemasons with it, it's not an extra terminal.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about, like, I have 2 silvers, 2 coppers, and an Ironworks. I'm thinking about, like, do I get a city and a ranger, or do I just, like, say, oh, look, I'm gonna get a silver and a gold. Woo! Silver and gold!
You have to say it like that, too.
Ooh, silver and gold. I knew I had Jack and Mint down here, so that was kind of part of it. Like, why? Why? What's the point?
This board is bringing out
I'm
Adams and her nihilist.
I'm like depressed now. Like,
the funny part is, like, you're not even changing your strategy. You're just sadder about playing it. Like,
he did change his strategy this game.
yeah, I deked him.
Like,
I got some earlier extra silvers so that he wouldn't
I
salt.
haven't salted the earth at all.
there's counterplay there. Like, you have to...
Yeah, but like it doesn't matter. I just think I'm gonna lose differently because of this.
It's because you're gonna lose differently because of this.
Well, I guess silver's better than copper, so we're gonna do that. Woo! Actually, I didn't even need to get the silver, but no, the silver is so that he doesn't salt the earth.
You're freaking Lexi out.
Hi, Pupper. What did he do? He bought and gained a province. That's so rad. I love provinces. Jack of all trades. Monastery is a dumb card.
Discard it.
Don't trash. Let's draw a bunch of dead stuff, yeah? Let's do it. It's fun.
Why'd you do that?
Because I wanted a stonemason for cities.
Oh.
I can just buy the cities.
It seems better.
Seems better. Let's buy cities. Let's do that and not trash anything. Fun. Alright. This matters. Does this matter? Should I get a mint? Stonemason for cities and get a mint?
Stonemason for mints.
I still have a jack. Buy a mint!
Stonemason for cities and buy a city.
Oh, this
Okay,
is sweet.
I should be salting now.
This is sweet. I'm glad this happened. This was great. Why? Seriously? Every single time. Do you see this?
I'm looking at it on my screen.
I don't, but maybe Jake does.
2 cities in the bottom 4 cards.
You realize I can see on your screen. You don't have to show me. I mean, I can see over here. I don't have to look at your screen for it. I can't see Wandering Winter's hand, which is weird. Is it because we're friends on the client?
Because,
Why can I see...
Why? Because it's Adam's turn. Can you never see my hand?
No, yeah, it's weird. I can only ever see...
I actually don't know.
Yeah, I can see Adam's hand, but not yours.
I don't know.
Why
That's
is that?
really weird.
How does the client decide whose hand I'm allowed to see?
I have no idea. That's
Maybe
really
it's
strange.
he's the host of the table?
That's weird, if that's the case.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's a bizarre
There might be some
stipulation.
setting where you, like, never allow spectators to see your hand. That's probably it. I think that might be a setting. Do I play Jack before Ranger?
I don't know how to go to the settings or whatever, but that's probably it.
It's also a weird setting to have. I don't know. I don't understand about
Well, I understand it because can you type in the table chat?
Yeah.
So I can understand why you would want that setting.
Well, like, why don't they just always make it so you can't see people's... Well, okay. No, I get you. I got it.
Because then I think what they should just do is like
Make better software? Excuse me.
Not let spectators chat in such a way that the players can see it.
Yeah. Give them their own chat.
Or at least give the option to have the players force that, you know? I don't know.
I really want to draw a bridge.
They've talked about removing the chat entirely. Which is probably a fine option.
Or being able to mute the chat would be super great. Having the option to do that. Oh, hold on. That was really dumb.
Or better yet, being forced to do it.
You want bridges, right?
Yeah. I forgot that I can play a bridge and then an Ironworks.
Oh.
Forgot that that's a thing.
Hey, doggo.
So, like, there's counterplay here, obviously.
Obviously.
You're winning, right? You're winning this game.
I'm not sure. I might be. I don't know. I had some amazing draws, but I guess this didn't have to happen.
I really do wonder if at any point Groundskeeper starts playing in when you...
Oh, I thought Adam was thinking about it right there.
Yeah, I was.
Stonemason for a city and a groundskeeper.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I feel like I'm going to need Groundskeepers to win, but I didn't want the Stonemason in the deck. I might just be able to play enough bridges still.
Well, if you buy, like, 3 bridges and a ranger here, it seems pretty good.
I don't want that many stop cards.
Yeah, I was gonna say that seems
I
like
can only
it
get
leads
one
you to a dead turn.
of those
Oh,
things.
right.
Also,
Yeah.
I feel like I want I want a ranger. I want 3rd ranger in my deck. It just seems way too important.
But here's the thing, like, you don't even have to win this turn, because I can't empty property, obviously.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna have to score a lot of points. I might be able to do it. But
You could do multiple Stonemasons for Groundskeepers, which puts a bunch of stop cards in your deck, but it also gives you a very high point ceiling.
You mean buy multiple stonemasons overpaying to get
Right.
groundskeepers?
Yeah. That way...
I thought you meant, like, playing them to gain groundskeepers, and, like, you don't have anything to cost
No. I was thinking, like buy Stonemasons to put, like, 6 Groundskeepers in the deck. That gets you somewhere, but it also opens you up to a dud turn of drawing a bunch of Stonemasons.
Adam, how much money do you have?
like 2 silvers. I minted everything.
You have 2 silvers and 4 bridges? I'm trying to figure out if you can win this turn. I think you can.
It's a lot of points, and like it's really hard for me to Groundskeepers and play him this turn. Like I'd have to Ironworks a gold and Stonemason it and draw it, which I have a lot of overdraw, but that's still only 2 Groundskeepers.
You could get 1 pretty easily.
I can get and play 2 of them, but like I don't think that's enough points.
So, for a second, if you're just buying them, I assume you've trashed your thing. Yeah, you trashed your pasture. Okay, great. So if you're just trying to buy for the win, you would need 2 provinces and 5 duchies. Which is 7
You just
by...
play 5 bridges and get there.
You need an extra gain on top of that.
I have an Ironworks.
Oh,
Yeah,
actually...
How are you getting your bridges then? I guess you have
Stonemason a city. I have 4 cities in hand.
Yeah, okay.
So
I think I just play bridges and win.
You should win pretty trivially. Oh, and you have rangers, so
Yeah.
that's extra biases. You win easily.
Yeah, but then you're not buying Groundskeeper, and I'm really sad that nobody's bought Groundskeeper yet.
Sorry.
So I actually think there is like significant play on this board, right? Because I maybe could have reacted differently to what you did. Maybe I needed to move to salt earlier. Maybe I don't know. You know, you really have to watch what your opponent is doing, because like I thought you were just mirroring me here, and so I didn't pay close enough attention, and then boom. Oh,
Sorry, I had a brain fart. It probably matters not at all, but I just. What turn was that? 14? I guess I really did get a couple extra turns. Because you salted later.
Well, I can't salt from the beginning if you're doing that, because you will just play money and beat me, right?
Okay. Now I want to play this board like 2 or 3 more times, because there's a glimmer of hope, and then I'm going to be disappointed.
I think it's actually, even if what I'm saying is best, it's like, it's not trivial to play. You really have to pay attention, because if you let up for a second and they wander, then you're dead.
Did I get an...
You got an Ironworks.
Yeah, but that wasn't turn 3 or turn 4. That was later on. And I minted too.
I think? I'm not exactly sure.
I think I had amazing draws. I had to have had amazing
you probably had pretty good draws, but like, you won with a turn to spare too. You know? Like, if you couldn't have won that turn, you could have gotten a bunch of Groundskeepers and easily won the next turn, right? I also didn't have a province hand, so I don't think that would have mattered.
I don't think that matters. Okay. Okay, fine. I'm less salty.
Yeah.
The Earth?
Yeah, salty. Yeah. All right. Well, that's probably enough games for this. We should probably record a podcast.
That's the thing, yeah.
Thanks for playing, brah.
Anytime, brah.
All right. Smell you later.
Smell you later.